where it's like maybe like sometimes even like 8 panels on one page.
Hmm.
The newer ones it'll be like max 4 sometimes, so it's more of like bigger picture, less words. So like it's just gonna be something to get used to. 'Cause sometimes I get like lost in all the speech bubbles
Really?
from the yeah, or like who's talking, or like
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you do get a little lost in speech bubbles, but I also feel like in certain ways, like that'll always come in any type of story you read. You have to like confirm what you're reading is really said by a certain individual. I feel like when you're reading in 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 like a storybook or something like that, in like a comic strip, I feel like the air bubbles that like connect to the person's mouth is like sufficient.
yeah,
But like also you don't want it to get in the way of the story. Like get in the way of the background and stuff.
yeah. But I
So
did watch the new episode, so
yeah,
it
new
was.
episode was good. New episode was good.
Mhm.
Uh well with that, hello everybody. Welcome to the Wano Bros Podcast. How we doing today? So RJ got the COVID, so he is out today, and he will make a return next week. This is going to be a relatively short podcast,
We'll
so
see. We'll see. Who
we'll
knows?
see. Yeah, we'll kind of
Sometimes we
play
like
it
to
by ear.
blabber on.
Yeah, you know what? We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah,
But
taking us back to the anime insider days.
oh yes, the Anime Insider days. Which reminds me, I am now a media caster for the New York Knicks on
Oh,
PSF. So if you guys want to check out my show, go to my profile. You guys will see a link there. Download the PSF app and then join the Knicks chat to see me every week break down the Knicks.
and if you like football, I'm on the Blitz, and I
He's on
also
the
do an
Blitz.
anime show in the Rewind chat. So
That used to be Anime Insider. What is it now? Is it still Anime
anime
Insider?
insider, yeah,
It's just like season 2, right?
yeah. And then I'll be doing season 3 when I come back the next semester.
Yeah, so you're just going to keep doing it. All right.
Yeah,
We'll see what
I mean,
happens. Maybe
ah,
I'll
man,
join
dude,
you
this
halfway
season
there.
has been
Slow.
JJK is really good, and like Ragnar Crimson's really good. I would say what else? Shangri-La Frontier is good, but then the
Hmm.
rest are like so they're just kind of like basic, They're like they're good to just like watch a show. Like okay, I can just sit down and watch an episode, but then you get to like episodes where it's so boring, you kind of just like skip through it. And a lot of just like 5 out of 10 shows, I guess, just average. Nothing
Yeah.
special about it. Just kind of like a show. You're like, I just have it on the watch list because I'm
Hmm.
watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I didn't get into anime till much later in my life, right? So
The same here. So
so yeah, I didn't get into anime till I was about like 18, 19 years old, just because we were kind of in that like COVID year and we weren't really doing anything. So my first anime was actually I watched AOT before, but I was really like not paying attention to that show at all. And
really,
it kind of carries on because I read the manga and I already know what happens there, right? And I kind of just like read spaciously, so I get the story and I get the gist. I didn't like the ending. I don't like the ending in the manga. I don't like the manga anime in the ending. I like to think there's a resolution to all problems. So for that to happen and for Aaron to kind of keep he did all of this, he killed so many people, and at the end of the day it's kind of just like for fucking what?
yeah,
Absolutely nothing. And I feel like Aaron was built up to be some really amazing protagonist, but at the end I don't know what he was cooking. We just took a turn to the other perspective a few years down the line, and we never saw Aaron experience the true freedom that he wanted to experience, which was the fact that he wanted to be able to see like the sea every day. Remember when he went to the sea and he went to the beach with like Armin and Mikasa, and then
and
they
he
were
points
just
out to the sea, and he's
yeah,
like,
and
"Our
he's like
enemies are still over
amazed.
there." Yeah, I think a reason, I guess, why I wasn't so happy with the ending is because maybe because I've watched a lot of shows where I feel like had a amazing ending, like Code Geass,
Mm-hmm.
Tengen Toppa and Gurren Lagann. even though GTO didn't like finish, I think that the ending of GTO is really good, and I think GTO overall is good. And I watched those shows, and I'm like, okay, like Mob Psycho 100.
Mm.
Those are shows that I think have like amazing endings, right? And like
Right, yeah.
if you get put into like what a lot of people say Attack on Titan is, where they put it in a thing of like the greatest story ever told, I feel like the
Mm.
ending isn't really there for something to have that high of a status of like this is the greatest piece of you know fiction ever told or written, and it's
It's
like
not even close. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
have you what like Code Geass ending to me is like the best ending in anime because you look at that ending and you can see how it all like how the entire show led up to it. You can look back and be like, holy crap, like that decision, he made that decision so it could be the ending. And like for AOT, it's like I mean like the whole jump into 100 years is cool and all, but I just don't get the ending really. I don't like the whole it just
Yeah, I didn't like
reverts
it.
back to the old world.
It's just
It just
like,
makes it all like
yeah. It just makes me question a lot of things because you really don't want to see that. You don't want to see like the protagonist's whole story, everything that was worked up for in the past 10 years of the storytelling end up to be absolutely nothing. And I just hate that feeling for it because I don't know. I feel like if we could have even ended it somewhere around where you know what? No, it doesn't really make sense like that. I'm not
what
gonna
are you
even say
thinking
that.
when they hit the sea?
Yeah, when they hit the sea, like they could have like ended it there, and I was like, no, they still have
Yeah, not
problems to
really.
solve. Like the Titans are still there; they gotta find the cure. Like maybe if they like, maybe just like took a direction where they found the cure to the Titans instead of like, I don't know, making
To
them their
me,
absolute enemy. I don't know. It's just I didn't like AOT like that.
I got the understanding that the power of the Titans dies with Eren, so he has to die. But I don't know if that's like the actual
I don't think that's
like
true.
reason behind it
Yeah, no, I don't think that's
because to
true at all.
me it's like if he could have done that without dying, that's a whole different thing. I felt like a better ending would be he awakens the founding Titan and he uses like the wall Titans as a deterrent for like no one to attack them, and then they could go and like make peaceful like recognitions with other countries like Marley and like whatever the one Onyankopones run, and
Right.
then like you build the story through that, and it's more like Aaron turns into more of like even if he turned into like a tyrant or like a dictator, that's fine, and then like he gets the glory at the end and he dies at the end of his Titan life cycle and then it carries on and so on. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to really say like what the ending should have be because
Mm.
like we're not the author, so obviously he liked the ending, but
Yeah, not
I
to
saw a lot of
rewrite it.
people who
Yeah.
like the ending, a lot of people who don't like it, so it's very decisive and
RJ would be
there's a lot
defending
of
it
this.
right now. I also know a couple people that would be defending the ending right now. Shout out Jack.
Yeah.
But excuse me. But personally, it's just an ending without without an actual resolution just feels incomplete to me. That's just how I feel
You
about
know
it.
what it felt like to me? It felt like the Naruto Shippuden ending. I'm gonna be real
No,
because
I'm gonna disagree there because the Naruto Shippuden ending, yes, it wasn't that good. Only because I feel like they just stuffed in everything right at the end of the story for that
okay,
one.
this is why I feel like it's the same, right? You have
Hmm.
this whole story in Naruto Shippuden, even original Naruto, that they build up around Madara Uchiha, right? Madara throughout the entire show is like the worst villain possible. They build him up to be this, manipulator, this mastermind of the Uchiha clan who wanted to destroy the Leaf Village. He's like the second greatest warrior behind Hashirama, and like he's this dangerous threat. And then you get Madara and Obito. Madara takes the Ten Tails, so now he's the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, and then we're fighting Madara. And then this character that they built up over probably 800 or so episodes gets stabbed in the back by Black Zetsu and dies.
Hmm.
And we're supposed to accept like that's how he goes out. This
Yeah.
guy who fought Hashirama, who we see, he was like he had a freaking Susanoo over Kurama fighting, the wood goblin that Hashirama at the what is it like the waterfall of whatever it is. I
Right.
forget what it's called where they're like the statues are.
Hmm.
And that's how he dies. And then you get like Kaguya, who like we barely even knew, and then we get like a rushed backstory of like who she really is, where she's from. And I know they did it to like feed in the Boruto, but at the same time, with how Boruto is, I don't really think they needed to do that. Like, I understand like introducing Otsutsuki's, but I feel like Otsutsuki's kind of like ruined Boruto for people with the power scaling.
Yeah, the power scaling is kind of nuts in Boruto. It's nuts. And just to say, there was somebody that said that, oh, this is a hot take, but Boruto is better than One Piece. And I've never found an example of a wrong opinion in my life. But
Where'd
that
you see that at?
it was just a random TikTok. Some guy was just like, yeah, Boruto is better than One Piece. And it's just like, Boruto's not even better than Naruto. What you think is better than One Piece for?
Boruto's like not even better than My Dress Up Darling. So
Yeah, it's not. It's really not. I mean, the manga is pretty good, but I don't know.
I don't know. I see a lot of people hate on the manga for the art style.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it monthly still?
I mean, no. Well, yeah, it's monthly right now, but they actually come out with a bunch of episodes. I mean, with a bunch of pages. Did you see the Black Clover? How many pages we got? We got 26 pages.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that, which is ridiculous. If
Ridiculous.
it's every 4 months, like
Yeah,
it
bro.
should at
Like,
least
what the
be, like,
fuck?
80.
Yeah, thank you. It should at least be like 45. 45 to 80. It shouldn't be like freaking. What?
Like it should be. You know how like when a series starts, usually the first chapter has like I don't know, like 50 pages. Like it should be at least something like that.
Yeah, I
because
know.
You
But
gotta,
apparently the author's like health is getting worse, so I don't even know.
yeah,
I don't even
I
know.
figured that probably was the problem, but I mean, I just don't want him to rush the ending. I guess is all I have to say. I don't want like a
Yeah.
really rushed ending on like 4 chapters of 26 pages each, and like the story just ends abruptly because like we are towards the end, but like I feel like the end is still probably at least like 20 or so chapters away, depending on how this fight goes against what Lucius.
It's basically Asta versus Lucius right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and he just arrived too, so like there's
that. Yeah.
the fight, like, to me the fight has to at least be like 2 or 3 chapters, I guess. If it's only 26 pages, if it was like something like 50, maybe like 1 chapter, but
It's gonna be 26 pages of just straight fighting. There's no other plot in the story right now. It's just him versus Lucius. That's all they have to focus on right now.
and I better not get like 4 pages of recap. 'Cause I
Like,
don't need
yeah, I don't fucking need that. Like, I've been recapping myself for the past 4 months. We need some new content.
that. Yeah.
Like, please, God, something Tabata, Yuki Tabata, is that his name?
Yeah, Yuki.
Yuki Tabata. Get well soon, but at the same time, please don't recap us. Just go in, my friend. Just go ham.
Yeah. But I like the Black Clover, like the way they do the manga. At least he does it really well. So
Yeah.
I feel like he has a good mix of like minimalistic kind of a design of the manga, and also having like complex designs. My favorite thing in manga, to me, is like the 2-page art. That's my favorite thing, when it's like a nice full 2-page art of like a big scene. That shit's the best for me.
Yeah, it's some of them are good, some of them are legendary. That's what it is.
One of the ones I read on Shonen Jump's 7th Garden had really good dual page art. One Punch Man has One Punch Man has some of the best art, but I mean I feel like everyone already knows that. So some of the Murata is like just way too good. I did see he did a little animation though for him. Like, it wasn't any part of the story, but he did like his own little animation on his Twitter account for like One Punch Man, and it looked pretty good. I wouldn't
Right.
mind like the show kind of being like that. It was kind of a mix of One Punch Man and like that art style of like Mob Psycho, where it's not like super detailed, like the characters.
It's just
kinda,
like super colorful.
Yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool.
You know what? Rewatching
One Punch Man?
No, I had the name in my head. Damn it.
What's it about?
The zombie apocalypse one. The one that keeps going on like hiatus.
Oh, Zom 100.
Yeah, Zom 100. Looking back at Zom 100, I really like that animation style, and I finally realized that shit's about Mappa. That shit's about Mappa. That shit is literally about Mappa. Mappa talking about Mappa.
They need Maho Raga to come in and fucking blow the building up,
Oh my
so then they
God,
can
bro.
take a couple weeks off.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like,
But-
bro, work from home at least. Give them a break. Just
Yeah, I mean,
chill
they work
out.
like 7 days a week.
Like, Jesus.
I mean, the episodes look great, but it's like sometimes when I watch it, I just think like I love this show, but at the same time, like I hate how they do things. Which
Yeah.
speaking
It
of the
makes
most
you wanna.
recent
It makes you
episode-
wanna boycott, but at the same time, it's like it's carrying your favorite show.
You can't boycott because it's too good. You
I
can't
mean,
take your eyes
technically,
off
you
it.
could still boycott by watching it on the other sites.
Yeah. Well, they don't make any money off like streams anyway.
Yeah, that's
You just don't buy the Blu-ray. That's all you gotta do. It's just not buy the Blu-ray.
I don't think anybody buys Blu-rays. If you buy Blu-rays, you're weird.
They always. What do you? No.
What?
Blu-rays are big in Japan, man, because
Oh,
the Blu-ray editions don't have dimming and stuff. Because
Oh.
it's not televised, so then you get like the full
Oh.
like fight scenes and stuff. So especially for a show like JJK where there's a lot of like dimming going on
Oh
because
my
of the TV
God.
regulations, people will buy the Blu-ray so they can see the full,
God
the
damn
shit.
it. God damn it. That is so stupid.
That's why Chainsaw Man hasn't got season 2. It sold like no fucking Blu-rays.
Are you fucking kidding me, dog?
No.
This is so fucking
I don't know how
stupid.
Hell's Paradise got season 2 like right after it released though.
Oh my
It's
God.
kind of crazy, but I mean I like that show, but
I haven't
know
watched
some
it.
people
I have
didn't
yet
like
to
it.
watch it. I plan to watch it like in like November, and I still haven't watched it yet.
I was gonna say it is currently December, so I think you're
Yeah,
a month off.
Yeah, I'm a month behind, Austin. Thanks for reminding me.
Spam call. Get off my phone.
Get
I hate
up.
spam callers, man.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, right?
They call me at like talking about like it's the same people. And they call me saying like, "You have a loan through this," and I don't
No,
because
no.
like, it's like hop off my nards.
Hop off my nards, bro. Get off. of
But
me.
speaking of the most recent JJK episode, I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff on Twitter about it. People are not happy with all the characters dying, and some people are talking about
So
like,
the
dropping
fuck
show.
what?
Like I saw this clip of this guy, and he's like, "Oh man, like,
I saw this
Wish
girl
I could find a
crying
thread.
about it, and I was like, "Girl, get yourself together."
okay." So like the biggest complaint I saw was that, especially for like Nobara, that like, Gege doesn't flesh out characters emotionally enough for you to get attached. So then their deaths like mean something.
Yeah.
So then when someone like Nobara dies, like you don't have a lot of emotional attachment.
Hmm.
To me, I don't know where the fuck that came from. They act
Hmm.
like Nobara wasn't like in 95% of season 1.
Yeah.
Like just
Like
because she
what?
ain't in season 2 that much doesn't mean like we don't know who
Like she
they act
still
like she
meant
just some
something to
scrub.
Yuji. Like it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you felt about it. It's just like what Yuji felt about it. And
Like is Megami gonna be like a nobody because we've only seen him in like 3
Exactly.
episodes?
no, that's Yuji's best friend. It's somebody that he's seen in less than a day in his time. It's like people think about it like, oh, everything is happening in real time. Like this is happening during this time, and it's like, guys, calm down. It ain't
And
that
like dropping
serious.
a show because people like
Dying? That's the story,
Dying?
dog. That's the story. And Nobara, like, with all due respect to Nobara because I liked her, she wasn't a big part of the plot. Sorry. She wasn't. The main
Second
plot,
episode
the
dropped
main
last
plot,
week,
like
man.
the main overwhelming plot. I don't mean like the side plot because obviously she's there and she's there in the episodes all the time. But the main overwhelming plot doesn't contain her. It contains Yuji and it contains Megami and it contains wannabe Kakashi.
Yeah, and I don't even think I think I saw somewhere that like her death really isn't like confirmed somehow. Like,
Yeah, I saw
there's
that in the
something like-
manga. And I saw it in the manga and it was like, oh, it's possible. And then you hear the like, and then the gush and the sound. And you're just like, oh, she dead.
yeah.
She dead.
I mean, I'm not like the biggest fan, I guess, of like character development through emotional trauma and like loss, but I see like I mean, this is like, are we gonna act like Sukuna the last 5 episodes hasn't been just wiping like complete buildings off the fucking face of the earth and killing
More
like
like the
tens of
Earth's
thousands of people?
like dog. It was so bad. I looked at that. I swear to God, I looked at that shit in horror because I was like, oh my God, this is something I have never seen before. This is literally like it was so violent and made me look like I look at the TV like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Well, I don't know if you've seen it, Akame Got Kill. Have you seen that show yet?
Yes, I have though. I have seen that show.
These are the same people who complain about that show. Oh, all the characters die.
No,
That's the whole
fuck
fucking
you.
point.
Like, get
You're
over
supposed to
it.
think that the guy is the main character and then he dies at the end. Sorry if that spoiled anyone, but you lose everyone. And like, there's other shows that like people die like right after another. Like towards the end of Gurren Lagann, like I think like 5 or 6 like of the like main side characters die to like finish off Anti-Spiral.
Hmm.
But like, I just think like, oh, I'm gonna drop this show because they killed Nobara, right? Like that's who we're like drawing the line at. It's like Nobara's death. Like Nanami, okay, I could see it. Maybe a lot of people like Nanami, but like Nobara, okay, like you need to chill out. She's
Yeah.
not someone you need to drop the show over. And they did it justice. They brought out like the cool little flashback. She had that line where she said, "I lived a good tell
It
everyone I
made
lived
me
a good
it made me
life."
really sad because you saw the other aspect of it and you saw her friend talking about her like, oh, I wonder how
Wonder
she's
what she's
doing,
up to.
and then she's like dying, and it's
Yeah.
like
I mean, next episode, Yuji might be pummeling Mahito's ass.
oh
So,
no, he was already doing that shit. He said
yeah.
he
that was
cracked him. Like, I swear to God, oh my God.
That whole
Yuji has
sequence
the
where he was
ability
just
to
beating the shit out of him.
he has the I'm pretty sure he has the ability to flesh out like Sukuna's power. He just hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, I know what next episode is him and Toji against Mahito, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, I saw it on TikTok.
I think so.
It's like,
I really hope so because I want to see that.
yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay. And then like to all the JJK fans watching, right, who like hated that Nobara died and you want to drop the show. If Toji came in next episode, and I don't know if he and he like dies an episode later after they fight.
I might be a little mad, but I'm not gonna drop the show over that because I like Toji. But I'm not gonna drop the show over that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drop it either, but it's like, are you gonna act like he got like no emotional backstory or like he has
Excuse
we are
me?
emotionally attached to him.
He made himself the emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Like, bro made himself the attachment. I swear to God. I think
not
it
at
was
the end of season 1.
yeah.
All the fans were talking about, dude, Nobara and Yuji are that duo because they hit 2 black
Nah,
flags. And now
nah.
Nobara's like, we barely know anything about her. I'm not emotionally attached to her. Like, okay, nice switch up, buddy. Okay,
Yeah, really.
jeez. But like,
I want to see
I don't know.
Toji. I just want to see Toji again. I miss Toji.
yeah.
He was great.
For One Piece,
Ooh.
they said a month break, but it looked like there's an episode coming out next week.
No, there was no month break.
There's
I
no
was
month break?
wondering where you got that from. It was probably like a week break or something.
Oh, I got it from like anime.tv. This like Twitter account I follow that said it was gonna be like on a month break after this episode.
I'm gonna look that up.
Because like how they previewed the next episode at the end of this episode this week, it did not look like it'd be taking a month break.
What was it? Anime.tv?
Yeah, on Twitter. Let me look it up. Or X. My bad.
Whatever. Same shit, in my opinion.
But I think that's what it's called. Oh, anime TV _ JP. Let's see.
Yeah, I got
Pretty
it.
sure it's
I'm
this
here.
account. They
Yeah.
post a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Suicide Squad Isekai.
Suicide
Nice.
Squad Isekai is crazy.
And there's a Scott Pilgrim one coming out.
Scott Pilgrim anime?
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
Damn, we're due on December 25th. For,
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for that. There's a there's a Suicide Squad anime. What is this?
Yeah.
Is
It's
this
like a
says Suicide
one.
Squad? Oh, Isekai. Okay, I thought this is something else. I thought this is something else.
And it's done by Wit Studio, so it's gonna be really good, I bet.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for One Piece.
Hmm.
That Isekai actually looks cool.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay, so I've been really looking forward to this one. Ichiro Oda's Monsters one-shot manga anime adaptation scheduled for 2024 is something I've been looking for a while. He made Monsters before One Piece. So, you know, like the characters like Ryuma and all those OG characters?
Ryuma,
Zoro's uncle.
the one at the.
The one with the blue hair.
Oh,
That looks
okay.
exactly like
fought
Zoro.
at Thriller Bark.
No. Yeah. He fought him at Thriller Bark, but he also met him later on. Well, he didn't meet him later on. You see him in a flashback later on.
Oh, was he also the guy who helped Yamato escape?
Yes.
That guy? Okay.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Okay.
And later in a month, in a one shot, or like in a, I think it was, I don't know. I think it was like a magazine of some sort. He came out with the family tree of Zoro.
Okay.
And yeah, safe to say Zoro's dad is a guy named Roronoa Pinzoro.
Okay.
Yeah. Roronoa Pinzoro. And yeah. I wanted it to be like Green Bull, to have this like twist, and it's like, oh, Zoro's dad is a fucking Marine. That's crazy. No, imagine. I thought that actually would have been dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Looking back at it, I thought it was gonna happen, and we all thought like, oh, he's Zoro's dad or whatever. And then it came to the point where we looked at him, and it was like, he is definitely not Zoro's dad. That is definitely not. I mean, he acted like it when we first saw him. Like, he had a tough exterior.
Mm-hmm.
But then when we got to know him and saw him versus Momonosuke, like,
Yeah. I do wonder. I feel like they might have explained it in the show how Zoro even got. Is he born on the island where the sword school is?
yes,
Did they say that?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Because
pretty
like,
sure.
and then he gets the sword from the old Wano.
He was like in a village. I think he was in a village like 2 villages over or something.
Okay. When they showed that like flashback in Wano of like him talking to that old man, who's like the old Wano like swordsmith where he got his sword from that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Every time I see that chick, his love of his life or whatever,
Mm.
I always just get pissed that she died like slipping in the shower or like falling down the stairs or whatever. Cause like
Oh yeah.
it's like
Oh
dude,
no, dude! It was a euphemism.
what? I thought she fell down the stairs. Isn't that what they say in the show? Like all the way back at the beginning of One Piece?
Dude,
What?
in Japanese culture, they don't say you committed suicide. They say you fell down the stairs. Out of respect.
What?
Yeah. Do you not know
What's
this?
her name? What's her name?
Bro, it's not
Doris
distinctively stated
Love.
that she committed suicide, but it's heavily implied because she fell down the stairs as a young girl.
One Piece's Kuina died after falling down the stairs.
That's what it says. But what it implies is something different.
So why?
I'm looking into the deeper meaning. I'm not looking at the surface. I'm looking deep. Because there's no way a young girl dies just falling down the fucking stairs, Austin. There's no way. It's impossible.
What about
I
people who
fell down the
die getting
stairs
their
on
head cut?
concrete floor once as a child. It didn't work.
Listen,
I mean, it didn't. I didn't die.
I had when I was in high school, a girl died because she slipped in the shower and cracked her neck. Okay, so
Okay, that's
like,
different
anything
because
is
there could have been.
possible.
Okay, no, because there can be outside resources that can do that. I'm pretty sure there was. But in this instance,
So they made her commit suicide for what reason? She's
because
a girl,
yeah,
but isn't like. But then her father is the fucking dojo master, the headmaster.
yeah, I know.
Make it make
And
sense.
you know what the headmaster said to his own daughter?
What?
You will never be strong enough because you're not a man.
Jesus Christ.
Like, not to sound fucked up, but that's what it is. Like that's what he said to her. And
So
there's
what,
a
he
there's a
probably-
little theory that he did a little type of action and
like
influence.
he killed her.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe they made her do seppuku.
That's what I'm saying, but they're not gonna say that she committed seppuku. They're gonna say she fell down the stairs.
So do you think Zoro will ever find out?
He would
Like, go
probably
back-
return to the dojo and kick some ass if he found out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, is he gonna return?
He'd probably be like,
This whole time I've known it to not be true. So I'm
because
coming back
it was
for
like the
revenge.
only reason why. Maybe her father was afraid that she would actually get in the way of Zoro being the greatest, but then she still wasn't able to become the greatest, I guess, because she was considered a woman. I don't know. There's a lot of mixtures. It could also be that Kuina somehow managed to escape. I mean, she managed to escape on the revolutionary ship. But then that entails the theory that she ran into like Mihawk, or no, she turned into Mihawk because of Ivankov's fruit.
I was gonna say maybe it's Tashigi.
Ooh, and honestly, it probably is. With the amount of amnesia in this show, I wouldn't be surprised.
'Cause,
Like
Like,
the
the
world
first time
government
he
knocks
meets
her out,
Tashigi-
changes her memory, changes her whole personality. I wouldn't be surprised. I
'cause
wouldn't.
the first time he meets Tashigi, it's like he thinks it's her. So,
Mhm.
you know,
By the way, we're his sheepin.
Tashigi.
Yeah,
Well,
Mister.
they're not on Wano. Smoker's not on Wano.
Yeah,
The
smokers.
last time we saw Smoker was what?
I think
on
we'll actually
Bradford?
see them soon, though. Like just like saving, like still taking care of the kids from like Thriller, from the.
Yeah, because they were taking him back.
Yeah, they were taking them back, and that was the
On
one time
Bradford.
Smoker let them go because he realized that they weren't the bad guys there.
And then Aokiji saves them. And I feel like somewhere maybe in like Dressrosa they mention where he's off to, or that like they called him into like HQ. To
Yeah, they
question
did.
him.
They did. They're at
So
Navy
maybe he's,
HQ
like-
taking care of the babies.
Yeah, and I don't think he was at Marijois like escorting anyone either.
No, he wasn't. It was only
Yeah.
CP9 and CP0.
Garp.
Garp was there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marijois,
he was
'cause
there,
He
he was there.
escorted
Hmm.
what's her face?
Yeah.
The Fishman,
Oh, yeah.
King Neptune.
And then, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
And then they tried to steal.
Shirahoshi.
Princess.
And then, yeah, that causes a huge stir.
Yeah.
That shit causes a blunder. It was kind of crazy, actually.
And I just saw in the manga Sabo.
Killed King Cobra.
Oh, he didn't king. He did not. He's trying to
didn't
tell
kill
them
King
that it's
Cobra.
not, and then they literally just the world government uses something. I don't know, but they fucking blow the whole fucking island up. It's gone.
Oh, yeah, no, that, yeah. He didn't kill King Cobra, but keep reading, because it actually gets insane. Keep going. Because I swear to God, in
planning
one
on, like,
chapter,
reading,
you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, I swear to
There's no
God.
way Sabo's dead. I like
No, he's not. He's not dead.
because like they blew up the island. Was it Luciosa? I think it's called.
Yeah, they thought...
Something with an
they
L.
think he was on that island. The
So they
island
just
of
like blow
Lucia.
it the fuck up
Uh-huh.
with I guess maybe like Pluton, maybe. I don't know. That could be one of those
Pluton?
like yeah,
It
one of
says
those
that
like
Pluton is
mythical
a
weapons.
mole. That's what they
Wasn't
say.
Pluton the thing under Wano?
Yeah, it is under Wano.
What's the other thing that they had?
We didn't
Poseidon?
get the weapon, so we don't know what Wano. We don't know what it is.
Yeah. But I know there's more than just Pluton, right? There's like two more, I think.
Not under Wano.
Yeah. I mean, just like those, like kind of
Yeah,
like
there's one in
ancient weapons.
Skypiea, there's one in Wano, there's one in Marijua,
So
and
that's
I'm
probably
gonna
what they
say the
use, I guess.
last one. I'm gonna say the last one is at Laugh Tale. Just
Or
that's my theory. I think the last one is at Laugh Tale, and we'll
or
be
what was
able
it
to
called?
lose
Greed
it.
Island.
I'm sorry.
What's that island that disappeared with rocks on it? Greed
God
Island?
Valley. God Valley.
God Valley. Maybe it's there, and that's why it disappeared.
Mm.
And
They would have
after
taken
seeing
it
that
off.
island get like obliterated, maybe that's what happened to God Valley. Maybe they blew up God Valley.
Keep reading.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're in the
I
middle
am.
of a God Valley. Well, we were in the middle of a God Valley flashback before Kuma flashback, so get
And
into
then
it.
Dragon talks to Kuma, as they talk to Sabo, or maybe like right before in the manga.
Hmm.
And I don't know if did Kuma get his like memory back? And then they also showed when they're fighting at Amazon Lily, a new pacifista which looks like King's Race, which is what are they called? A
Lunarian.
Lunarian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, it's hard to tell with
Yeah,
like,
it is a
the manga
Lunarian.
sometimes.
But who?
I'm
Who?
pretty sure
Say that one more time.
it was a pacifista.
Oh.
When they're
Yeah.
fighting at Amazon Lily and Blackbeard
Oh.
shows up and stuff.
Oh, and then it's a pacifista. They have dark skin. Yup, it's a
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And by the
maybe
way,
that,
I just saw this. I just saw this a few minutes ago. It says Oda doesn't like to draw black people. That's a lie.
well, there is that whole thing about like early One Piece having like stereotypical black
white.
characters, but like recently,
Yeah.
but like I mean, Dragon Ball Z has like way worse in my opinion. I
Yeah.
mean, have you seen that? I don't know who the
There's
characters, but
no
I mean,
black
there's
people
one
in that
guy.
show. There's no black people in that show. The only colored people are green.
Well, there's that
purple.
one guy who's like completely black with red lips, and like that's totally like,
Oh,
you know, yeah.
yeah. I was
But I mean, like, to be like, if we're being real here, let's be honest. What anime, like besides like Bleach, maybe pre
Tread
like
carefully.
2015, has like non-stereotypical black people in it, John?
Yeah, you're
I
right.
mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They're always like so.
Yeah,
like,
it's unfortunate, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's right. He's right.
they always draw them with like the big lips and stuff, and you're kind of, and then you're like, "Ugh, really?
Mm.
I mean, Naruto has a Naruto with the Sky Village. That's a good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good adaptation of black people. I like
Yeah.
that. They should
I
they
thought that
should
was
have done
cool.
that. Like how they did Ao, and yeah, that was actually a really cool one. I like the village. I always thought they were the coolest village ever
Yeah.
before
I
they
like the
started
village,
being
like,
bitches. But
floating in the
yeah,
air.
yeah.
How are they bitches? Because they try to stop B and Naruto from joining the war?
No, it was something they did in Boruto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was something they did in Boruto that made
Because
me
my
be
other
like, "You
guess
guys
was
are
when
bitches."
Naruto was like kind of a bitch, and he's like, just hurt me however much you want for all the pain I've given you guys. With that girl with the red hair, and then the dude with the lollipop. So, but I mean I mean, isn't Blackbeard black? Am I wrong?
Yeah, he is, but he's not drawn in the manga black. It's weird. He's like drawn like really light skin.
Well, I mean,
It's such a stupid argument because it's like I feel like he drew Jaw's bones pretty black. I feel like he did that. I don't know. I feel like that's also they say something about Zoro being the I'm not gonna talk about that.
how
never
like
mind.
Zoro's racist or whatever.
Yeah, and he only has black villains and so whatever. And Yowza, it was right for a little while. Like, think about Zoro's like first opponent. Who was that? Like,
Wasn't
Miss.
it, like, it was the dude off Buggy the Clown's crew, right? With the
No, it
unicycle.
was like I'm thinking about when they got to Baroque Works. And then he had the lady that was like, it was like a tall lady, muscular first. And then it was Dawes Bones, Mr. 2. It was like the only two relatively black people on in that scene,
Yeah,
in that arc, I should say.
and then he fights Kaku. And
Kaku too,
Eni's
yeah.
Lobby. He's not black. He's a
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
giraffe.
well, people are more or less saying it as a joke.
Yeah.
Dang.
But to me though, like with One Piece, I'm sure Oda like has a opinion on how he wants the anime. So if he didn't want Blackbeard to be black, he would make the change. So I
Yeah.
think obviously he thinks Blackbeard's black, and
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean,
like he would have said they weren't that nationality either if they weren't, right? Like
and just
he
for me,
came
like,
out
the
and
two
he said,
chapters I read, like even when he shows the Pacifista Lunarian, like I think I can see why like they might stray away from like sometimes drawing that, because like when you got to color into people like to show that they're dark skinned, you sometimes lose like the facial expression. So they can just draw the character, and then when it comes to an anime adaptation, they can just then make them the skin color that they desire them to be.
yeah,
So
yeah, I definitely agree.
yeah.
Got anything else in the tank for today, Austin? I'm slowly but surely running out of content.
Let me think. Winter 2024. So excited for it.
I
how
have
about,
not been watching My Hero Academia though. I don't know where it is. I don't know what's going on with it. I just have not been watching.
I thought you finished the new season, so what else do you need to watch?
I didn't finish the new season. I stopped after the fight with Deku. I thought they animated that horribly.
Which fight with Deku?
The
There's
one
like
where Deku versus Class A. Sorry.
Oh,
1A.
I don't think there's that many episodes after that, because he goes back to the school, and then they like accept him after Uruhara. What the fuck her name is?
Yeah.
Urarara.
Uraraka.
Everybody, please, Deku loves you all.
Uraraka or something
And
like
stuff.
that.
Yeah, something like that.
Uraraka.
And then he gets
yeah.
accepted, and then they cut to like All for One like assimilating in the Shigaraki like as he heals. So
I thought they were still fighting in the air. I thought him and Shigaraki were still fighting.
I don't think so. I think it ends. I'll just look at the picture.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking
on
of the
Crunchyroll.
manga. But they were fighting for a long time.
Well, the big fight. Yeah. 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 Okay. Midoriya, like Deku. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, he gets accepted in the UA on the last episode. You only have like 2 or 3. You have like 2 episodes left. So he comes back to the school. He gets accepted after her speech. He then decides to rest, and then All Might meets Stain, who like got broken out of prison.
Oh,
with
yeah.
All for One.
I remember
And
that.
then Stain tells All Might like what's happening with him and Shigaraki. So, and then that's where it ends. Because I think Deku's in like a hospital bed or something.
Yeah.
They're trying to get him to rest and stuff, but he keeps like getting he's like seeing Shigaraki in his like dreams or whatever, because like All for One is like assimilating.
Yeah.
And then he has that whole dialogue where like he talks to like the former One for All like inhabitors, and he basically is like he wants to like save Shigaraki, not kill him. So then there's like a big conflict with all the past users of like, should we like give him the power because like he doesn't want to kill him, because like half of them want him to kill Shigaraki, the other half want him to save him, and especially like his grandma too wants him to be saved. So
Right.
because that's my baby boy. But I don't know. Like My Hero is such an up and down show. You have like one season
not liked
where
it in a little while.
it's good, and then like the next season is like iffy. And they took out like, to me in season 6, I don't know why they didn't show the fight between Shigaraki and like the League of Villains versus that big motherfucker. What the hell's his name?
Big motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look up big motherfucker My Hero Academia.
Oh, is it
Gigantomachia.
Yes.
In the manga, it was like a fucking 7-page fight or something.
Jesus.
Like almost a whole chapter fight, and then it was like barely shown in the manga, or in the anime, because like they showed that to show how they got Gigantomachia to like actually follow Shigaraki, and then in like the anime, they're like, he just knows he's the new master now. Like that's
what?
what happened,
what?
Okay?
I don't understand that one.
Show us how. Because they had like
literally.
a big ass fight where they're getting their fucking. They had to fight him for like. Fucking hell, they fought him for like a whole fucking week off and on.
Yeah,
like for a week straight.
That is not cool. That is not fun.
How about any manga you've been reading?
I have not been reading anything. I've been trying to.
Watching anything?
I've been trying to. I've been really lacking with my anime, but I have been trying my best to keep up with JJK and One Piece. I mean, I'm always caught up on One Piece to the point where I'm reading leaks at this point.
You're addicted.
I'm addicted, bro. There's no other story better. That's why.
Every 5 minutes, you're like, One Piece chapter. Oh, I did see that it was chapter 11.
Just start spazzing out. One Piece.
Did he do anything special for chapter 1100? Any like longer chapter?
No.
Any special art?
No, unfortunately, but there will be something big apparently happening in chapter 1001. Like, I think it got to a point where he couldn't even do it. But I think like Kizaru is gonna turn, and I think Kizaru is gonna go against, and I think it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy.
Hoping to catch up completely by next week to the
manga. Hell yeah.
I've unfortunately been just reading random manga, like short mangas on this other app.
Oh,
yeah, I actually did start a manga called Gachiakuta, which is really good.
Gachiakuta?
Yeah.
That sounds
if anyone
pretty
knows
disgusting.
They'll know it's a good manga.
Gachiakuta sounds like something else, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's really good. It's like I don't know if it's like post-apocalyptic. It's like Armageddon kind of thing where it's
Armageddon.
Like Mad
Is it like the true? Is it like the true Armageddon, or is it like?
So like, it's one of those stories where like the main character's from like the slums, and then all the rich people throw the trash in the slums.
Right.
And then then they're like looked down on in the slums.
Oh.
And if you do a crime, you get
dropped
into like this.
In the slums. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just had to make sure.
So if you do a crime, they throw you into the abyss. It's called. They'll hang you in front of like everyone
what the fuck?
everywhere, and they drop you into this like abyss.
That sounds
like,
crazy.
Rudo, who's the main character, his dad was like a murderer, so he got thrown into the abyss.
Oh man!
And he got taken in by this guy named Regto.
Oh no!
Who's like his adoptive father.
Okay.
And Rudo likes to go and he takes the trash from the rich people. He goes and he jumps in, he steals trash that they thrown out because, you know, rich people throw out shit that doesn't need thrown out. So then he sells the shit they throw out, and they kind of figure out it's him because they like find out, like they catch him in the act in the first chapter, and then he has like this girl he got a crush on, gives her this little stuffed animal. He goes back to his like place with Regto, and like this guy, he brought him out the mud.
The mud.
He raised him and shit. So like it's like his actual dad, and he's like he got murdered, Recto.
Oh man.
Basically, and he's like on his last breath, and Rudo is like trying to save him.
Damn.
And then the rich people cops come in and they frame him for the murders, and they drop him in the abyss. And
the rich people cops? Is that really what they call them?
No, but it's like they don't really do it. They live in the rich people part of town, and they like clearly like not really looking out for people in the slums. So they throw him into the abyss, and then you find out that there's a power system called givers, and basically to become a giver, you have to like give, like you take care of an item so much that it
sounds like a story
power.
I read that was called The Giver.
Maybe.
It was good.
But
It was like that. What was it? Continue.
but yeah, so like the power system is say you like have a, I don't know, like one of the things is like an umbrella this guy has.
Okay.
And if you take really good care of it over time, like your passion and your care for it turns it into like a weapon, and then you can use that. Like you
Okay.
can use the weapon now as like your power system. And then Rudo's is because he likes trash and he thinks all things have value,
Mm-hmm.
especially trash. His power turns out to be he can take anything that like someone else would think is trash and he can turn it into like a weapon. So with
Okay.
his gloves on. So
That's cool.
yeah.
That's pretty
I gave
cool.
it like a 7 out of 10. I'm on like chapter 20.
It's already higher than One
like
Piece.
79.
SMH.
I'm in the manga.
Okay.
I
You
don't-
gotta read the manga.
Yeah, I have no like rating on the One Piece manga. It could be so far it's like not bad. Like I was telling Omar at the beginning, it's the structure is a little bit different. I got to get used to it. So,
Yeah.
a lot more like panels and text bubbles compared to something like even like Sakamoto Days, which I read a lot, and One
Mhm.
Punch Man, where it's like picture and then it's like one bubble or like
Yeah.
square with text in it, and then the next with One Piece it's like you have the picture and sometimes you have like four text bubbles or like squares in one panel, and you're like trying to like okay,
Mhm.
start here. I gotta like follow. It just gets confusing a little bit, but
Yeah.
the
I
more
get
you
it.
read, I'm sure I'll get used to it more.
Well,
Which-
that's about all I got for today's episode. What about you?
I was gonna say, has there ever been a point where you wanted to drop One Piece,
Yes.
watching or reading? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Let's hear it.
Yes. During Dressrosa.
Really, that far in?
Yeah, because it was like just so prolonged on the same fucking thing. Like I don't care about the whole flamingo. Just beat his ass and get it over with already. I don't like that's what I was thinking the whole time. And I get like at the end, like the end was necessary, right? But it was only in the middle of Dressrosa where I felt that way. Because at the end, you know, Usopp eventually scares Sugar to the point where quite literally everybody is free. So they found an outside method of doing it. So
Yeah.
it looked like it was gonna take a lot more than what it actually was, and I was scared. But
They haven't utilized Usopp's observation hockey at all since Dressrosa.
because I mean, they really haven't needed him to.
What about the Nami? Did you see this? I think I saw that you might have reposted it or something about the Nami gag on TikTok. Someone was like complaining that the Nami gag is annoying. How like she always beats up Luffy.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, I found that shit hilarious.
There's way worse gags in One Piece. Okay?
Yeah, like,
Sanji's
bro.
gag needs to go.
Yeah,
I'm tired of
Sanji's.
hearing Chuan. I hate
Let me
that
do it. Let me swear. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not getting them.
shit. Yeah, like it's just maybe he'll probably end up with pudding. I did see that people think
She's
Katakuri
16.
might be. Well, Japan.
Jesus,
I
we
saw
talk
people
about
think
this way too much.
Katakuri might be the last crew member. I think it's Vivi.
Vivi? That's a good
Yeah.
take. That's a good take.
I would like it to be. Who would I like it to be?
I would like it to
you
be
know what?
Katakuri.
I would love it to be those two guys at the beginning of the
Oh, Johnny Yasuke. I love them
Yeah.
too.
sounds
Imagine
like
out of nowhere they just
Kobe.
come, hey, big bro, what's up? and then they just come back.
What if Kobe became the last member? What would you think of that?
Ooh, Kobe the hero?
Yeah.
Kobe the hero?
And I just saw in the he's kidnapped.
Oh, yeah, he just got kidnapped.
Which Blackbeard pulls up to Amazon Lily, right?
Oh.
And then dude gets bitched by Rayleigh. Now I know Rayleigh's strong, but like
No,
Blackbeard talks all
Rayleigh
kind of
just
shit.
was able, but no, they're on the same level right now.
Yeah, because he does say like I don't know if I would have been able to take him, but I mean
Yeah.
Blackbeard has his whole fucking crew there. Like why wouldn't he try to at least like fight him?
They probably don't have a plan for him.
Yeah.
They probably didn't have a plan for him. They thought he can go in all reckless because it was Boa Hancock, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It was about nah. No, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say that. No, it wasn't.
What?
I had something in my head. I can't think about it.
Because he thought Bo Hancock was hot.
No. It was like because he thought the way the shit worked was basically like you will be attractive to everybody you meet, but he doesn't realize that they have to be attracted to you.
Yeah, for her devil fruit, because he wanted to take it. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of a dumbass plan. Or maybe, you know what, maybe Bo is using it wrong and Blackbeard knows that. Maybe it's like a Medusa legendary fruit or something. Who knows, right?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Because she is the only person in the story that can turn people into fucking stone from a love fruit. No, you know what? It makes more sense for it to be like a Medusa fruit.
Maybe that's her Zoan. She'll turn into like a snake, kind of like her
Yeah,
sisters.
but she doesn't turn into a snake. She never does that.
Well, not yet. Who knows? Story's not over.
Yeah, that's true. The story's not over. But they wouldn't put like a... You know what I think, though? I think One Piece is going to end off on this, like, big-ass power scale change.
What do you mean?
I think that we're going to see, like, space creatures pretty soon or something of that caliber. Or, like, quite literally demons or devils. I think we're gonna start like experiencing that type of realm.
When do you think in the story that Zoro will officially become the greatest swordsman?
When he beats Mihawk.
Like, I mean, like, you think that's like gonna happen at the very end of like One Piece, or is that gonna happen?
I think it's gonna happen by default, and I think Mihawk's gonna die. But I think
they're gonna fight Cross Guild. You think?
Who knows?
Somewhere.
Who knows? Maybe they run into Cross Guild and, you know, kick ass because Luffy built... You know what? I think Zoro could be the strongest right now. Who knows?
I was about to ask, do you think right now after Wano, like going off the anime, he could beat Mihawk?
I don't know. There's a conversation now than there was the last time they saw each other.
Do you think Mihawk would pull out the butter knife on him again?
No.
Or do you think he'd actually
definitely not. Definitely not. That would be too disrespectful. That would be crazy. Even I don't see that happening. No, I don't see him pulling out the butter knife. Bro literally pulled out a butter knife. You know, in the live action, what I really liked about it was the fact that they introduced him a different way, and they introduced him through Usopp, and he was like, "Oh, you're looking for my man Luffy, huh? Yeah, I know that dude. He my captain." He was just drunk. He was so drunk.
I'm excited to see where the story goes.
Yeah.
You guys talk about it a lot, so I'm kind of excited to read more and learn more about the world.
Yeah. I really want the live action to kind of dive deep, and I want to see... I personally can't wait to see Alabasta. I want to see how that looks, and then after that, I would love to see, like...
I wonder how they'll do, like, Crocodile. Obviously, like, CGI them, but... like,
yeah, most of it would be CGI, but I think that would be kind of easy. I think we've seen something like that before.
Yeah.
So we've seen like a Sandman before, so I don't find it. I don't think it'll be difficult to really.
Oh, the dude who did Spider-Man, I think it's like 2 when he fights Sandman.
Yeah.
At the Brinks
Yeah.
truck.
Exactly. But honestly, I honestly think it'll be all right because I just can't wait till Alabasta, and I just want to see everything come into fruition because this is the best anime adaptation we've seen in recent years.
I did see, I don't know if you saw that Yu Yu Hakusho, I think, is getting a live action. I believe.
Yu Yu
I know there's a
Hakusho?
new one.
What is Yu Yu Hakusho? I forgot about that.
It's like a 90s anime.
Oh.
It's the first... I don't know if it's done by the same guy as Hunter x Hunter or if it's done by his wife. One of the two.
Okay. Is it like an action-ish anime? Like...
Yeah, action shonen.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that happening. I mean, they're starting to grab all the popular animes and start putting them in live action films, and Hopefully it ends up good or it kills the community. Who knows, right? Because now they're making a Naruto one that was picked up by like Lionsgate. I think adaptations are gonna start going crazy.
I don't know. I think too much is gonna just overflow the market and make it people aren't gonna enjoy them as much. Just like how every season of anime has like 40 fucking isekai shows coming out, and you're like,
Yeah.
like how do I pick which one I actually want to watch, man?
Yeah, seriously. But
Dude, have you watched? Dude, you need to watch Shangri-La Frontier. It's crazy,
Shangri-La
dude.
Frontier.
Dude, they just announced that like this fucking online gamer who loves killing people in game is like the #1 model in Japan. And is
Bro,
friends
what?
with this high school student online who's like into trash video games. And it's like it's a trifecta of just fucking crazy people. It's one guy who's like addicted to VR shitty games, which is the main character.
Nice.
And then the #1 model in Japan, basically, who keeps it on the down low that like
man.
she's actually like into the games. And then the third person is like the best pro gamer in the world at VR games, and they're about to like go fight this big ass monster.
Oh no.
Because like at the end of I think last episode, not the one that came out this week, but last week, they just start going on a random tirade about a supermodel. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then they're like, her in-game name is Pencil Knight, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's this fucking bitch.
Oh no. That's not.
Dr. Stone. I know you watched. Have you not been watching the new one that's coming out, part 2 of season 3?
No, I have not been watching any Dr. Stone, and I'm so disappointed in myself because it started so good. I gotta start locking down. I say this every week. I gotta start locking down on my manga watching.
Do you not like? Do you just not get like a? For me, okay, for me at least, if I like really like a show and I get like addicted to it, I gotta watch it no matter what.
The animation and story has to be on par for me to like really enjoy it, and I have to like really have to enjoy it, because if I don't, I just feel like I could be doing so much more things, better things. I don't know, but that's the end of the episode for today. Thank you everybody for joining us on this. Honestly, it feels like a slow day, but it really wasn't. I felt like we picked it up on RJ's Slack. We should name this episode "Shitting on Animes RJ Likes," even though we didn't really shit on any anime that RJ likes. Yeah. But we should just do it like just to piss him off.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood sucks.
Yep, same.
There. Now we can make it a title.
All right. Yep, it really does suck. But thank you everybody for joining us. We'll be on Spotify. We'll be on everywhere else you get your animes. And peace.